I lost at Truth or Dare, and my roommates egged me on to ask the first person passing by the private room for a kiss. Perhaps alcohol gave me courage. Drunk and dazed, I stood at the door of the private room, waiting for the first lucky passerby. "Hey, handsome, give me a kiss." It was a handsome guy. In my days, I didn't remember his face, only that he was very good looking. Probably having drunk a bit too much, I mistook the question for an affirmative answer, and I leaned in and planted a kiss on the handsome guy's lips. Later, the cheering from my roommates stopped. Maybe they were afraid I'd get beaten. After hurriedly explaining and apologizing to the man, they pulled me into the private room. When I woke up again, I was in my dorm bed. "Dude, you were really bold yesterday. When we told you to kiss, you really did it." Michael in the lower bunk squinted his already small eyes even more with laughter. "Stop laughing. Where are the others?" I got out of bed and went to the bathroom. The hangover was giving me a splitting headache. "Some are looking for jobs, some are on dates. You really impressed us yesterday. I was afraid that guy would punch you. You even asked for another kiss after the first one." I was drunk. I don't remember. I really didn't remember asking for another kiss. I probably had a blackout from drinking. I took a shower and sat in front of the computer shirtless, looking at the few resumes that had received responses. My classmates were all finding jobs one after another. I needed to take it more seriously. I've been sending out resumes and going to interviews for 2 months. Either the salary and benefits are way off, or they're so good that it seems like a scam in northern Myanmar. Is there no sincerity between people anymore? I know my own limitations. I wouldn't dare to go to places with unrealistic good-looking offers, and I don't want to go to places with poor offers either. I took my portfolio to the last company. It's a very popular design studio recently. As an art student who isn't majoring in design, I don't have high hopes. I just want to gain some experience. The interviewer was sitting across from me in the meeting room. I thought he looked a bit familiar. Maybe I think all good-looking guys look familiar. "How old are you?" His slender, well-defined hands flipped through the pages. 22. "Have you graduated?" "I'm in my senior year." "Do you have a partner?" No. Currently I'm focusing on my career development and haven't considered dating or getting married for now." "Okay. Go back and wait for the news." Probably the interviewer also thought I wasn't suitable. None of the 3 questions were about my major. It seems this is going to be a failure again. In the bar, I thought that if it doesn't work out, I'll go back home and inherit the pig farm. Or I could go back and be a full-time son, filial to my parents. That way, I can also find some value in myself. "Samuel, why don't you come here to do resident singing after me? You can earn no less than working a regular job in a month." The bar owner, Henry, has a face that could scare kids. But actually he's a big guy from northeast China who likes to have kitty cat tattoos on his body. "Let's talk about it later. I want to find a stable job so as not to worry my parents. Besides, I've studied painting for so many years. I have to know the meaning of learning this, right?" I shook the ice cubes in my glass. The dim yellow light shone on the glass, and the refracted light was extremely beautiful. "Boss, could you do me a favor? I'm going to propose to my girlfriend later. Please cooperate with me." The man was holding a bunch of roses and talking about his plan. It seemed he had planned it for a long time. I finished the last sip of my wine, tore off my tie, undid the buttons of my shirt, and walked straight towards the stage. Don't worry, he sings the best here. The atmosphere below also reached a climax with the proposal. I always feel that the guy drinking below looks a bit familiar. Why do I find everyone familiar recently? Could there be something wrong with my eyes? I carried my stuff back to the dormitory. Michael has confirmed his job and moved out after finding an apartment yesterday. Now I'm the only one left in this noisy dormitory. In the morning, I opened my eyes and saw 6 o'clock on my phone. In the past, when it was as noisy as a chicken farm, I could sleep until 9. Now that there's no one to disturb me, I can't fall asleep instead. "Hello, is this Mr. Samuel?" "Yes, who are you?" "This is Chimfong Studio. We're here to inform you that you've passed the interview. If possible, can you start work next Monday?" We'll add you on WeChat later and send you the required materials. Okay, thank you very much. I didn't expect to pass the interview. It's really strange that such a big studio doesn't have a second round interview. I started my job on Monday incredibly smoothly. I was assigned to a seat closest to the boss's office. It was only when I saw the handsome guy who interviewed me enter the office that I realized it was the boss who interviewed me that day. I opened the web browser to search. The boss is called Daniel. He's only 25 and has won many international design awards. He's good, looking and capable. Why is there such a big gap between people? Come here. It was only when that good-looking hand knocked on the table that I realized Daniel was calling me. Take a seat. Good morning, boss. My calves were so tense that they were stiff. Don't be nervous. From now on, you'll be my assistant. We need to get to know each other. Sure. There are so many people who want to be his assistant lining up from here to Paris. Why would he choose me, an inexperienced freshman who hasn't even graduated? Do you have a place to live? I'm temporarily staying in the dormitory. I haven't found a suitable place yet. The company has an employee dormitory. It's not far from here. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-living-room apartment. Currently, I'm the only one living there. If you don't mind, you can move in first. Daniel pushed a bunch of keys over. You can think about it. You've just graduated and don't have much money. This can relieve some of your burden. Thank you, Mr. Daniel. I'll leave first. Looking at the UFO apartment on the access card, I found it was really close. I even looked at the houses here online a few days ago. A single room would cost half of my salary. But living with the boss seemed a bit awkward. After looking for a house for a week, it seems there's really no better option than living with the boss. Well, living in the same place. There's no rent, it's close, and the environment is good. It's just a bit awkward. But the daily commute has been reduced from 3 hours to 10 minutes. The temptation is too great. I decided to move in first and move out as soon as I have enough money. On the first day I moved in, it was just so awkward. I wanted to smoke a cigarette after taking a shower, but I didn't know if I could. What if I regretted it? Mr. Daniel, can I smoke at home? I looked at Daniel on the balcony and thought I'd better ask for his opinion. Yes. Do you want one? You can smoke. I took a deep puff and exhaled a perfect smoke ring. Mr. Daniel, isn't it a pity to use such a nice house as the staff dormitory? Looking at my boss's outrageously handsome face, I couldn't help but sigh inwardly at the huge gap between people. It's no pity. A house is meant for people to live in. Don't call me Mr. Daniel at home. Just call me Daniel. I'll call you Brother Daniel. You're older than me and deserve to be called brother. I admit I'm trying to curry favor, but it's normal for a worker to please the boss. Okay, are you hungry? What would you like me to cook? That's not good. How about I treat you and we go out to eat? I thought I'd be courting death if I let the boss cook for me and then order food myself. In the end, he only made a plate of fried rice. He cooked and I washed the dishes. When he held the bowl close to me and put it in the sink, because we were so close, his breath hit my neck. I felt as if it was scalded by boiling water and also a bit tingly. When I got back to my room and lay in bed, I thought it must be an illusion. Since we all got jobs, the guys in our dorm decided to get together on Saturday. At a roadside barbecue stall, while drinking ice-cold beer, they complained about their bosses and supervisors. I kept silent. Samuel, how's it going at Chengfeng with you? Alexander slurred a bit after drinking too much. Not bad, except that the staff dorm is in the same house as the boss. That must be so stifling, being together 24 hours a day. There's no distinction between work and off-work time. Jackson finished the last sip of his beer and gave the empty can to an old man collecting recyclables nearby. It's okay. Our boss is very easygoing and a good cook too. Daniel is indeed a very good boss. He teaches me at work and cooks for me after work. Samuel, isn't it possible that your boss has a crush on you? Our Samuel is fair-skinned and clean-looking. It would be abnormal if the boss didn't take a fancy to him. Shut up. Our boss just cares about the employees. Are you done eating? I'll go pay the bill. We're done, thank you, Dad. Sure enough, those who get the benefits will follow. When I got home, I saw Daniel standing on the balcony, with broad shoulders, a narrow waist and long legs. Could it be that he really has feelings for me? Thinking about it, it seems quite unlikely. Maybe I'm just overthinking. The company organized a team building activity, a seaside vacation, and rented a row of seaside villas. When I sent the information to the dormitory group, they all said that I must have had extremely good luck in my previous life to have such a great boss and work in such a wonderful company in this life. I was blowing the sea breeze and drinking beer, and I thought they made some sense. Xiao Cheng, come and sing a song. This was Chloe from the HR department. Sister, you sing so beautifully. Please sing another one. Well, okay. Then sister will sing another one. Chloe ordered another song. Why don't you go and sing? You sing so well. It was Daniel. That 30 yuan floral shirt bought from the roadside looked like it was worth 3,000 on him. Daniel was sitting next to me. His legs were much longer than mine. The wind lifted the hem of his shirt, revealing his well-defined abs. Then I looked at my own little belly and pinched the layer of fat around it. When I get my first month's salary, I'll definitely buy a gym membership. Have you heard of it? I was at the bar when someone proposed marriage. No wonder. I used to sing at the bar to earn money. Since there's no money in it, I don't want to sing anymore. Then I'll buy your songs. 500 yuan per song. I looked at his face that was dimly lit by the light. Really? Mr. Daniel, don't make such jokes. I never joke around. Daniel looked at me and I looked into his eyes that were as unfathomable as the sea. I suddenly remembered what they said, is your boss interested in you? The words lingered on the tip of my tongue, but I didn't say them out. Whether he is or not is a difficult problem for me to deal with. Then Mr. Daniel is going to spend a fortune. As I sang, I made eye contact with Daniel across the crowd. It seemed that as long as he just stood there, doing nothing and saying nothing, I couldn't see anyone else in my eyes. The sea breeze, starlight, the sea, and the crowd create a very idle drama-like scene. I feel that something in my heart is changing. After I finished singing, I was booed to sing another song and I quickly declined. Why don't you sing anymore? No more. The sea breeze is so nice. I have to take a walk and enjoy it to make the most of this wonderful time. Actually, I just want to sort out my feelings. That moment of eye contact just now seemed to loosen a certain string in my heart. Daniel sent me a red envelope, but I didn't open it. I sat on the swing and cigarette butts were all over the ground. Thinking carefully, Daniel has really been very nice to me. I also seem to no longer regard him as my boss. After living together every day for the past 6 months, I've started to get used to his presence in my life. The food he cooks is delicious. His suggestions are always incisive. He respects my ideas very much. Sometimes the way he looks at me makes me have the illusion that he likes me. Am I infected with the self-conceited man virus? I couldn't figure it out, so I picked up the cigarette butts on the ground and went back. I've been avoiding Daniel recently. I don't have breakfast at home anymore. I also try to have lunch with other colleagues. In the evening, I stay at Henry's until after 10 o'clock before going back. After avoiding him for a week, I don't even know if I'm avoiding Daniel or my own heart. You're back. I looked at Daniel sitting in the living room. There was no light on, but I always felt that the atmosphere around him was very low. He put down the wine glass, and the sound of the glass hitting the coffee table seemed to strike my heart and made me tremble. Yeah. I took off my shoes and stood at the entrance, not daring to take another step inside. Samuel, why have you been avoiding me recently? I watched Daniel getting closer and closer. I pressed myself against the door panel, wishing I could merge with it. No, I haven't. I turned my head away and didn't look at him anymore. Forget it. He seemed deflated. The back of this nearly 1.90 tall man looked extremely lonely and helpless at this moment. Do you think it's disgusting to like men? Of course. His voice was deep and his emotions were indistinguishable. Yes, it is quite disgusting. I lay in bed, tears streaming down uncontrollably. It's really embarrassing for a grown man to cry like this. I stopped avoiding Daniel and tried to get along with him as I used to. However, things definitely couldn't go back to the way they were before. I've saved some money this half year. Besides the money I sent home, there's still quite a bit left. What would you like to eat when we get home tonight? Daniel, who had already packed up, was holding his bag and waiting for me to get off work. Even though it was a scene I had experienced many times, I suddenly couldn't react. What would you like to eat? Stop saying He ruffled my hair messily. Anything is fine. I was frantically organizing the documents on the table. Then let's have hot pot. Okay. I felt my heart was in a complete mess, like a ball of tangled ropes that couldn't be untangled or sorted out. Singers usually take good care of their throats. Why do you always smoke and drink and only eat spicy hot pot? Life is already so dull and boring. If we can't eat and drink as we like, wouldn't it be even more boring? I was so red-faced from the spiciness that I accidentally drank Daniel's water. I drank the wrong one. It's okay. He took the cup and drank from it very naturally without any sign of embarrassment. I felt that my face was not red from the spiciness now, but from shyness. After thinking about it for a few days, I went home on the mid-autumn festival. It had been a long time since I last came back. The toy cars of the kids at home are thrown everywhere. My parents are in the room playing with my younger sister who is 20 years younger than me. I'm back. Put the things down, wash your hands, and have dinner later. It seems that my return has disrupted the wonderful atmosphere among the three of them before. I don't want to go out. I lie in the room looking at the ceiling. I was the first one to come to this family, but now I seem so redundant. Probably because I strongly opposed them having this child at that time. I still remember the doctor told me that there was a great risk in having this child and it was possible that neither the mother nor the child could be saved. I advised them to think it over, but they thought I didn't want someone to share the family property with me. How ridiculous. That pig farm has only been barely making ends meet in recent years and I haven't asked them for money since I was 18. I worked part-time in a milk tea shop, sang at a bar, did wall paintings and worked during the summer vacation to earn my tuition and living expenses. I don't want to rely on them. If possible, I want them to rely on me. I want to tell them that their son has grown up and they can relax a bit. Samuel, come out and have dinner. Okay. At the dinner table, they are feeding her little by little. I take out the prepared money. Take this money. No, keep it for yourself. You need to spend money outside. My father pushes the money back to me. I have money. I have a stable job now and my boss treats me well. This money will be useful when she goes to school in a few years. We've prepared some money for her. Keep this money for your marriage. I thought to myself that you probably won't need it. Now I don't even know if I'm straight or gay. What's her name? William. Just take this money as a red envelope from me for her. I watch William sitting there obediently eating by herself and then look at my parents. I don't know when so many white hairs have appeared on their heads. Hire an extra person for the pig farm. Don't wear yourselves out. It's okay. The business isn't good right now. If we do more work ourselves, we can save some money. My mom put a pig's trotter on my plate. After staying at home for 2 days, I got on the bus back. My bag was stuffed full of many things, including handmade mooncakes for Daniel. When I gave the mooncake to Daniel, his teeth were almost sparking from biting, but he only managed to chip a bit of the skin. Forget it. You might knock your teeth out later. I rescued the mooncake from under his teeth. Let me take a few more bites. Forget it, forget it, forget it. Why are you so stubborn about this mooncake? What would you like to eat today? I've learned a few new dishes. Do you want to try them? No thanks. You have 8-pack abs and I have 8-pack flab. I lifted my shirt to show my little roll of fat. It's only 5 o'clock. What shall we do later? Go to the bar for a gig. I've given most of my money to my family, so I have to take a part-time job to earn some. Is your salary not enough? Who would ever complain about having too much money? Boss, the company won't have any restrictions against part-time jobs, right? You're an exception. At the bar, I was singing and playing on the stage, and Daniel was below. Just by looking at me like that without doing anything, my heart started pounding. A new girl in the bar was harassed by someone while serving drinks. I held back my temper and pulled the man's hand off the girl's arm. Sir, if you come here to drink, just drink nicely. Don't be so handsy. I gave a signal and someone pulled the little girl away. Kid, you're not tall, but you've got a big temper. This is Henry's bar. It's not good for anyone to start a fight. Try not to do it unless it's absolutely necessary. Henry came out to mediate, waved the bill, and those people left. I washed my face and came out but didn't see Daniel. He didn't come back from outside until after 2 songs were sung. When I got home, I sat on the sofa and bandaged his injured hand. Did you go out just to beat those people? Yes. Why? I can't stand them. Aren't you afraid they'll call the police and have you arrested? They're not good people. Most likely they have some shady stuff on them, so they won't dare. I wrapped Daniel's hand so it looked like a pig's trotter. Maybe I wrapped it too seriously. The next day, people in the company were deeply worried about his hand. One group after another came to ask me if Daniel's hand was useless and if we would lose our jobs. Recently, because of his injured hand, I volunteered to cook. Daniel ate 2 mouthfuls expressionlessly, which reignited my confidence in my cooking. I tasted it myself. Ugh, it still tasted terrible. In the end, we still ordered takeout. The company completed a big project and organized a singing event. Ever since I almost got beaten for kissing a stranger during the truth or dare game last time, I'd rather drink myself to death than play that kind of game again. As a result, I got drunk and Daniel took me home. Daniel, do you like me? Actually, I wasn't so drunk that I didn't know what I was saying. I just wanted to say what I wanted to say while pretending to be drunk. I looked into his eyes. There seemed to be a pool of lake water in them, threatening to drown me in it. I like you. Which kind? As a younger brother, an employee, or a lover? I grabbed his collar and refused to let go. We didn't turn on the lights. I stood on tiptoe barefoot trying to get as close to his face as possible. Why do you ask this? I like you. Do you like me? The lights outside the window shone into the living room. You could see everything in the room without turning on the lights, except here. The light couldn't reach here and I couldn't see Daniel's face clearly. He didn't say a word. He just held my face and kissed my lips. I like you. I've liked you for a long time. He murmured in my ear like an arrow piercing through my heart. We were entangled and kissing in the small entrance like this. When I woke up again, I was in his bed. But really hurt. Sleep a little longer. He hugged me from behind and held me tightly. When I asked you if it was disgusting to like boys, why did you say it was disgusting? I stroked his hand. His palm was much bigger than mine. What if you were scared away? As soon as you sense something is wrong, you hide faster than a rabbit. Then why did you say you've liked me for a long time? You lost the truth or dare game, and the person you kissed was me, but you don't remember it at all. There was a bit of complaint in what he said. Then he turned his head and kissed my neck several times. I was blackout drunk at that time. I felt itchy on my neck and couldn't dodge because he was holding me tightly. You were still pestering me to kiss you one more time at that time. You can't believe the words of a drunkard. Little liar. The company had a 2-day break and we just stayed in bed for 2 days. When I struggled to get up, Daniel even thought about taking one more day off. I severely criticized him and then dragged him to work. Daniel didn't stop causing trouble even at work. While the colleagues went for lunch, he pinned me against the door and kissed me. That's enough, Daniel. It's a bit too much. Don't you call me Brother Daniel anymore? You don't even call me Mr. Daniel. He pinched the flesh on my belly through my clothes. I won't call you that. His kisses made me out of breath. After that, I nestled in his arms and looked at the blueprint in his hand. Go to sleep if you're sleepy. Then I'll go outside to sleep. Just sleep like this. I was so tired that I nestled in his arms and slept soundly. When I woke up, it was already 3 o'clock. Why didn't you wake me up? It's already been an hour since work started. You're the boss's wife. What's wrong with sleeping for 1 more hour? Just shut up. I'm going out to work. Are your legs still weak? Sleep a little longer. Looking at Daniel's smile, I suddenly thought he was really sly. Get out of here. I thought I should try to keep it a secret from the colleagues in the company. However, Daniel was very reluctant to accept it. He pinned me against the office door panel again and kissed me until my lips were swollen. Can't you just hold it in and mess around at home? I'm in my 20s. What can I endure? I was left speechless. The riverside at night was very lively. Even the business of the nearby milk tea shop was booming. Daniel queued for half an hour to buy a cup of milk tea. A father and son walked by with balloons in hand. Apparently, business was not good today. The plain balloons without any patterns or designs had a hard time standing out in the square where there was a wide variety of balloons. Kid, how much are the balloons? 10 yuan each. Give me one. They were very happy and brought the balloons over for me to choose from. Give me one of each color. After taking the money, the kid skipped away. Daniel stood there after getting the milk tea. Here, this is a thank you gift for my boyfriend who queued up to buy me milk tea. I handed the balloon to him and he took it and tied it to my arm. Here, this is a thank you gift for my boyfriend who gave me the balloon. He inserted the straw and held the cup to my lips. The taste of purple sweet potato and taro exploded in my mouth. Come on, kid. Let's go home. He pulled my hand, trying to get me up. I don't want to walk back. I'm tired. Then I'll carry you on my back. Saying that, he squatted down. In the end, I walked back by myself because I really didn't want to attract attention. Daniel indeed had his own unique insights in design. I started to independently complete some projects. However, the clients were really difficult to deal with. Sometimes it was really hard to understand their thoughts and guess their aesthetics. It was normal to revise a design draft 20 times only to be told that they wanted to use the first version. It seems that I've been protected too well by Daniel, and now I'm just starting to gradually get exposed to the perils of the design industry. No wonder Alexander and the others always complain that they're almost going bald and the money they earn isn't enough to buy hair growth tonic. I think I'll also go bald if I keep going like this. After sending the newly revised draft to the client, it was already pitch black outside. Daniel had an appointment to have dinner with a client today, and I made an appointment with Alexander and the others. In the private room, everyone was wailing louder than the next, and I still had to answer work calls occasionally. I drank a few bottles. Maybe it's been a long time since I last drank, and I felt a bit dizzy after just a few bottles. I sent a message to Daniel, and while listening to their sad stories about the workplace, I waited for Daniel. Samuel, otherwise I'll go home with you and inherit the pig farm. There's no hope in this daily grind. At least when raising pigs, looking at those pigs gives you a glimmer of hope. Jackson hugged me and cried uncontrollably, and Alexander was also wiping his tears pitifully. Come on, my dad's pig farm has been barely making ends meet for years. Maybe it'll all go down the drain with a swine fever outbreak someday. I've decided. I'll quit my job next spring. This guy Michael always comes up with ideas on a whim. Dude, it's summer now. You still have a whole year until next spring. If you quit your job, what will you eat and drink? What will you do? I'll travel. The money I've saved is enough to buy a second-hand car worth $20,000. I've calculated that including the modification and other expenses, it'll cost about $30,000 to $40,000. I'll just be frugal on the road. Or I can work part-time on the way. As long as I save enough money and then set off, I won't starve. Have you thought it through? Brother, just go for it if you've made up your mind. I stroked Michael's thinning hair. I was being hugged by them. With great effort, I took out my phone and simply asked Daniel to come up and meet them. After all, he had to meet them sooner or later. My partner will be here later. Don't scare him, okay? How come you've been dating behind our backs? No, how did you even have the time to date? Jackson was quite dissatisfied that I didn't tell them about my relationship. You're so unrighteous. Not being a good buddy. Michael struggled to sit up and smoothed his sparse hair. When Daniel stood at the door, there was surprise in their eyes, but they didn't say much. After all, this isn't something rare in our professional circle. This guy looks so familiar. I also think this situation and this person are very familiar. Me too. The three of them leaned together, staring at Daniel, but couldn't figure out where they had seen him before for a long time. It's the one I forcefully kissed at the private room door before. Oh, so that's how it is. No wonder he looks familiar. I was thinking of asking Daniel to carry them away and send them all home. Samuel, go out first. I'll talk to your family members. Jackson was still being so serious. People who didn't know would think it was some state-level important matter. Is there anything I can't know? Yes, go out and wait outside. It's okay. Go out first. They should just be asking some questions. Daniel led me out and I waited at the door. 20 minutes later, they came out holding Daniel's hand as if they were real brothers. In a blink of an eye, we've been together for more than half a year. How time flies. I was sitting on the balcony, looking at the night view outside. Daniel was sitting next to me bare-chested. Go and put on some clothes. Why? You should abide by male virtues. Do you want others to see you like this? He went back helplessly and put on a vest. Why did you drink again? Didn't you promise me not to drink? I didn't drink much. I've been too tired recently, so I just wanted to have a little bit. I rested my head on his lap, and he stroked my hair one stroke after another, just like a master stroking a cat. You look like a well-behaved kid. How come you drink and smoke so heavily? Actually, I haven't smoked for a long time. I only smoke when I'm upset. When I'm in a bad mood, only drinking a little and smoking a little can relieve it. Please smoke and drink less. It's bad for your health. Okay. Although the relationship between me and Daniel wasn't made public, most people in the company could guess it. We no longer tried to hide it. We still had meals and went home together every day. Later, I found out that actually the company didn't need new employees at that time. It was Daniel who insisted on recruiting. He didn't want those with good abilities and finally chose me, a nobody. There was no staff dormitory in the company. This staff dormitory benefit was only available to me. No wonder the staff dormitory was in such an expensive community. During the winter holiday, I decided to take Daniel back home. I always had to introduce him to my parents. Before going back, I thought about all the possibilities of how they would oppose us and try every means to break us up after meeting him. Looking at the cigarette butts in the ashtray, I ruffled my hair in annoyance and decided to talk to my parents first. After thinking for a long time, I dialed the phone. Dad, what's up? When will you come back? I'll tell your mom to get ready. We made sausage at home this year. The business was good this year. We've discussed buying you a car. I could tell that my dad was in a good mood. I'm bringing someone back this year. Great, great. I'll tell your mom to clean up another room. What does he like to eat? I'll go shopping tomorrow and buy more for you to take away. He's a bit special. He may not be what you expect. He may not be like other people's daughters-in-law, but I really like him. He may be the person I love most besides you. I want to spend the rest of my life with him. So I want you to meet him. Okay, I got it. Let me know in advance when you come back for the spring festival. I don't know if he really understood what I meant, but I thought it would be better for them to have some mental preparation. I watched as Daniel filled the trunk to the brim and still thought it wasn't enough. That's enough, that's enough. There's no way we can finish all this. I pulled at Daniel, who was about to stuff another box of bird's nest into the trunk. Are you sure it's enough? I'm sure. Let's go back to sleep. We have to set off early tomorrow morning. All right then. How about we go buy some wine tomorrow? Come on, there's already so much. It's enough. I pulled him back to sleep, but early the next morning, I found that he had loaded all the things into his rarely used SUV. I think this car is better. The trunk is big enough. I added a few more cases of wine and bird's nest yesterday. I don't know which kind of wine Uncle likes, so I bought a few more cases. They say this bird's nest is good for the skin. I also bought you a double-sided embroidered wool scarf. And this tea is supposed to be good too. There are white tea, pu'er tea, and maojian tea. If it's not enough, we can go buy some more later. Should we order a live sheep? Or a cow would do too. Have it delivered directly to the house. Let's order a few more. Uncle has a pig farm, so he can raise pigs and cows together. I watched him babbling on, checking the things carefully for fear of forgetting something. That's enough. Let's set off. They probably won't know when they'll finish all this. How about buying Aunt a gold bracelet? Daniel, that's enough. Drive. Don't make me pinch you during the spring festival. It was already afternoon when we got home. My parents and William were waiting under the eaves. Seeing that they looked okay when they saw Daniel, I breathed a sigh of relief. Dad, give me a hand. There are quite a lot of things. Looking at my dad's less than happy expression, I thought things might not go well. The things Daniel had prepared filled up the corner of the living room. Mom and Dad, this is Daniel. Hello, Uncle and Aunt. Daniel greeted them very warmly. He rarely got so enthusiastic. Well, Daniel, I'm not sure what your shoe size is. I bought you some slippers. They're in the room. Let Samuel take you to try them on. I watched as Daniel happily put on those gray rabbit slippers and stomped on the ground with them. You didn't tell me you had a younger sister. I didn't prepare a gift for her. Kids don't understand these things. Let's go out for a meal. At the dinner table, the enthusiastic Daniel was in sharp contrast to my cold-faced father. I watched William merrily eating and thought that it was good to be a child without any worries. At least their non-opposition was a good thing for me. I didn't dare to say a word. At least my family didn't reject him. It was a good thing. Unexpectedly, the day after we got home, Daniel was taken by my father to the pig farm. When I went to look for him, Daniel was shoveling pig manure with the hands that usually drew sketches. It's okay. You go back first. I'll help Uncle here. I was sent home by Daniel. They didn't come back until evening. I guess they just had a simple meal at a small restaurant at noon. However, the result of this day's labor was obvious. My father no longer always had a stiff face towards Daniel. Occasionally, he would even ask him a question or two. We spent the spring festival here this year. Holding the red envelopes from my parents, Daniel was very happy. Then he wrapped a thick red envelope for William. This is for you. It was very cold in winter in the north and there was no heating at home. We were snuggled up in the quilt in our autumn clothes. He stuffed the red envelope into my hand. It's so thin. Mr. Daniel is a bit stingy. Take it out and have a look before judging me, okay? I took out a bank card. Honey, all my fortune is in this card. He rested his head on my neck. It tickled like a big dog asking to be petted. Is it true? Absolutely true. From now on, I just hope my wife will be lenient and give me a few hundred yuan as pocket money. I'll rely on my wife from now on. It depends on my mood. I ruffled his big head, making his hair all messy. After the spring festival, we had to go back. My mom stuffed a lot of cured meat and sausage for us. When we got home, Daniel and I collapsed on the sofa. We were so tired. What did you say to my dad? Nothing much. I just did all the work that Uncle asked me to do. And I also tried to help with other things as much as I could. Being observant and helpful is a basic requirement for a good son-in-law. Then what did my dad say to you? He said that you've been very sensible since childhood with good academic performance and excellent painting. You stopped asking your parents for money after entering college. When your mom gave birth to your sister, you disagreed. In fact, they later realized that you were just afraid that your mom wouldn't make it through the operation. They feel quite sorry for you. At that time, you took on so many part-time jobs and saved 10,000 yuan to hire a monthly nurse for your mom. Samuel, you're really amazing. You always say you're a loser, but you're not. You're filial, you have ideas, and you have the ability to execute. You're very good, extremely good. How good? The best in the universe. The absolute best in the universe, the best of the best. He buried his head in the crook of my neck. His hair tickled me. When my mom gave birth to William, she was an elderly mother with high blood pressure and diabetes. I don't even know how much suffering she endured during pregnancy and how many fetal preservation injections she had. The doctor told me that it was very likely that neither the mother nor the child could be saved. I knelt on the ground and begged them, but I couldn't change their decision. Later, I took on part-time jobs. I painted murals, sang, and waited on tables. I did everything. I thought about saving money to hire the best nurse for my mom. Actually, I've never really accepted William. It's because my mom almost died on the operating table at that time. She had a massive hemorrhage, had her uterus removed, and had her whole body's blood replaced. She was issued several critical condition notices. So I just can't bring myself to like the sister who almost made me lose my mom. That's when I started drinking and smoking. Samuel, you're really sensible and amazing. You know, actually, I liked you much earlier than that truth or dare game. Haven't we never met before? We have. That day in the noodle shop in Yaoi Hutong, my phone was out of power and I had no cash. It was one of the few embarrassing situations in my life. I wanted to explain the situation to the boss, and the boss said that the young man carrying a paint bucket had paid the bill for me. I still remember it clearly. You were carrying painting tools at that time and your body was covered in paint, even your face. I thought at that time, how could someone be so good looking even with paint on their face? I don't remember it at all. It's okay that I remember. Later, I found out about you. I thought if I had a chance, I'd pay you back. Then I followed you for a long time. When you went to the hot pot restaurant, I went there too. When you went to the bar, I went there as well. You were so busy that I tried to talk to you many times, but you didn't pay any attention to me. I've earned my own tuition and living expenses since I was 18. Art students have high expenses, so I was mostly doing part-time jobs. Later, when I heard you talking about looking for a job in the private room that day, I thought my chance had come. I didn't expect to be kissed by you first. It's been premeditated, Mr. Daniel. Yes, loving you is something I've premeditated. So cheesy. When are we going to meet your parents? No need. They divorced when I was very young and no one wanted me. I grew up with my grandparents, but they passed away a few years ago. You still have me. There were no more obstacles in my relationship with Daniel. Michael was fired before he could resign in the spring. He was overjoyed with the severance pay and could upgrade the configuration of his car. I gave him a luggage rack and Daniel gave him a set of car seat modifications, which was like adding fuel to his dream. We paid our respects to Daniel's grandparents. Daniel wanted to go to Denmark to register for marriage, but for me, a piece of paper couldn't maintain my love. Whether there was this piece of paper or not didn't matter. Daniel insisted on going, so we still went. We held a wedding just for the two of us in a Danish church. Epilogue. I fell in love with a boy. He looked fair-skinned and well-behaved, always wearing a smile on his face. He was the most handsome person I'd ever seen. I thought this moment should be one of the rare embarrassing moments in my life. My phone was off and there was no money in my pocket. I looked at the busy boss and wanted to find a suitable opportunity to tell him. I told the boss that I hoped he could allow me to pay later. When I finally summoned up the courage to speak, the boss said that the boy had paid for me just now. He was sitting in front of me just now. Like a painter, he was covered in paint, and there was a large patch of yellow paint on his red baseball cap. I chased after him, but he had already got on the bus. But it seemed that we were fated. I met him again. He was deftly serving dishes with a tray in his hand. I called several times, but other waiters came to serve me. I was a bit eager to get to know him. I followed him for a long time, but he didn't notice me at all. Maybe he didn't have the extra energy to notice me. He would catch up on sleep on the bus. He worked as a waiter during the day when he was free and sang at a bar at night. He sang very nicely. Occasionally, he and his friends would get some wall painting jobs. His paintings were very cute. There was a goldfish that obviously had a good diet under that painting, and there was also a pot of plump lily of the valley. Occasionally, he would also draw an inkwash night and a painting of the mountains in full bloom in spring. It turned out his name was Samuel. He was a junior this year. He still looked so young. I would wait for him at the school gate whenever I was free. It was a bit like a stalker. Not everyone can accept the love between two men. I didn't dare to take the risk. Before their graduation, the 4 guys in the dormitory were crying their eyes out in the private room. Samuel was drunk. He said he wanted a job related to art with a good boss, good treatment, and the opportunity to learn. The guys in the dormitory laughed at him for having such a wild dream. Nowadays, bosses would skin you alive and not pay you. They would treat you like a beast of burden. How could there be such a good job? Why not? I have one right here. I called Chloe and asked her to find an assistant for me. I would conduct the interview myself. Chloe said I might be crazy. Why do I need an assistant? Of course I do. I think I need one very much. Unexpectedly, after I made the call and passed by their door on my way back, I was forcefully kissed. I was so happy that I couldn't sleep all night. However, I didn't expect Samuel to submit his resume to the company 2 months later. I interviewed him myself. That night, I was dragged by my friends to support a proposal, and I met Samuel again. I heard the boss tell him that if it didn't work out, he could continue his gig at the bar. What a poacher. I think it's necessary to ask Chloe to work overtime tomorrow. I told him that the company provided dormitories with a good environment and a short distance. He was tempted. I was one step closer to him. On the night when I learned that he agreed to move in, I wiped the floor again and again. If I had known earlier, I could have changed the bed, the wardrobe, and the table. But he was going to start moving tomorrow morning. It was too late. He looked so good when he smoked. The cigarette was burning between his fingers. The cigarette didn't have a strong tobacco smell. Instead, it had a faint mint smell. Samuel was more capable than I thought. His paintings seemed to have life. He learned things quickly. He was soon liked by others in the company. Chloe said he had a sweet mouth and was diligent. I was a bit jealous. Why was he so popular? This home began to have a bit of vitality. He often bought a bunch of jasmine flowers and put them in the vase at the entrance. The delicate fragrance of jasmine seemed to remind me that I was home. Actually, the jasmine flowers were of average quality. It was just that there were only an old lady and her grandson in that family. Apart from selling some flowers, they had no other source of income. So he always brought a bunch back. That day, he asked me if I thought it was disgusting for a man to like another man. Actually, I wanted to tell him no. But at that time, he seemed to have sensed my feelings and had avoided me for a long time. I was afraid of scaring him away. That was the most cowardly moment in my life, I thought. From that day on, something between us seemed to have changed. He smoked heavily and there seemed to be some secrets hidden in his eyes. Until one time when he got drunk, he said he liked me. I felt like a string in my heart seemed to snap. That day, we were both a bit crazy. I got together with Samuel, the person I had liked for a long time. Holding him in my arms, I felt as sweet as if I had eaten honey. Samuel began to complete some works independently. I pasted all the pictures he casually drew, such as goldfish, bamboo forests, cats, peonies, and all kinds of other paintings all over the office. Occasionally, when clients came to visit and took a fancy to them, I would introduce Samuel to them. That day, he said he wanted me to pick him up and introduce me to some of his friends. I was extremely happy. This was the first time he introduced his friends to me. I'm very glad that his friends care about him very much. Although they said a few harsh words to me, I know that like me, they all love Samuel. I'm very happy that so many people love the person I love. His friends said that Samuel is a soft-hearted and kind-hearted guy. He can endure hardships and values loyalty very much. If I bully him, they won't let me off. My little guy is really an extremely nice boy. He is serious, smart, and hard-working. In daily life, He likes to act coquettishly and occasionally has a little temper. I think I've found a treasure. He told me that he wanted to take me home to meet his parents. I had some concerns. Few older people are willing to accept this kind of relationship, right? I filled the car to the brim, but in my eyes, it was still far from enough. However, Samuel's parents were calmer than I thought. The next day, his father even took me to the pig farm. It is said online that a son-in-law should be diligent. I think it's quite right. Sure enough, after a hard-working day, his father's impression of me changed a lot. His father said that Samuel is actually very stubborn. Sometimes he is as stubborn as a mule. But since childhood, he has been so sensible that it makes people feel sorry for him. He started learning to paint because at that time, the pig farm was just starting to expand, and they had no time to take care of him, so they sent him to learn painting. Unexpectedly, he has been painting for more than 10 years without stopping. He said that Samuel has always been good at studying since childhood and didn't need to be supervised at all. So they ignored him a lot. He hasn't asked for money from home since he went to college. After they had a daughter, Samuel just took a look, stuffed 10,000 yuan for them to hire a monthly nurse, and they don't know how he earned the money. However, even so, he still doesn't like William. He just feels sorry for his mother. We got the approval of Samuel's parents. I've never been as grateful to the parents who abandoned me since childhood as I am now. I want to get married. Although Samuel said it doesn't matter whether there is a marriage certificate or not, he still couldn't resist my insistence. We exchanged rings in the church. This should be the happiest moment of my life. I only belong to him and he only belongs to me.